The world watched in horror as news broke of a devastating missile strike on the Ukrainian city of Sumy. On April 13, 2025, a day that began like any other descended into chaos and despair. A Russian ballistic missile, a weapon of immense destructive power, slammed into the heart of the city. Buildings crumbled, homes were reduced to rubble, and lives were extinguished in an instant. The immediate aftermath was a scene of unimaginable devastation. Rescue workers frantically searched for survivors amidst the debris, their efforts hampered by fires and the ever-present threat of further attacks. The death toll, a grim testament to the brutality of the attack, climbed steadily. 21 innocent souls, men, women, and children going about their daily lives were lost in the blink of an eye. The stories of those who perished in the attack are a poignant reminder of the human cost of war. Families torn apart, dreams shattered, futures extinguished, the pain of their loss is immeasurable. Survivors, haunted by the horrors they witnessed, grapple with physical and emotional scars that may never fully heal. The city of Sumy, once a vibrant hub of life, is now draped in mourning, its streets bearing witness to the indiscriminate cruelty of conflict. The missile strike on Sumy is a stark reminder of the ongoing human tragedy unfolding in Ukraine. For more than a year, the country has endured an unrelenting assault, its cities under constant threat, its people living in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. The conflict, sparked by Russia's invasion in February 2024, has claimed the lives of thousands and displaced millions more. Behind the cold statistics lie countless stories of loss, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of the Ukrainian people. Families huddled in bomb shelters, seeking refuge from the relentless shelling. Doctors and nurses working tirelessly to treat the wounded, often without adequate supplies or respite. Ordinary citizens taking up arms to defend their homeland, driven by a fierce determination to protect their families and their freedom. The war in Ukraine is not just a conflict between nations, it is a war waged on innocent civilians. Hospitals, schools, and residential areas have all been targeted, with devastating consequences. The use of indiscriminate weapons, such as ballistic missiles, has only amplified the suffering, leaving a trail of death and destruction in its wake. The physical and psychological toll on the Ukrainian people is immeasurable, the wounds of war running deep and likely to scar generations to come. The missile strike on Sumy occurred against a backdrop of stalled ceasefire negotiations and escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine. Despite international pressure for a peaceful resolution, the conflict shows no signs of abating. Both sides remain locked in a bitter struggle, with neither willing to back down or offer concessions. Recent weeks have seen a surge in violence, with both sides launching offensives and counteroffensives. Russian forces have intensified their bombardment of Ukrainian cities, while Ukraine has responded with drone strikes on Russian military installations. The use of increasingly sophisticated weaponry, coupled with a hardening of rhetoric from both sides, has raised fears of a wider conflict. The international community has condemned the violence and called for a ceasefire. However, diplomatic efforts to broker a lasting peace have so far proven futile. The conflict has exposed deep divisions within the international community, with some countries providing military and financial aid to Ukraine, while others remain neutral, or even support Russia. The lack of a unified response has only emboldened the belligerents, prolonging the suffering of the Ukrainian people. The war in Ukraine is a tragedy not only for the people directly affected but also for the wider world. It has destabilized the region, heightened global tensions, and undermined the rules-based international order. The conflict has also exacerbated existing crises, such as food insecurity and the energy crisis, with far-reaching consequences for countries far beyond Ukraine's borders. The war in Ukraine is a stark reminder that we live in an increasingly interconnected and volatile world. From the escalating rivalry between the United States and China, to the ongoing conflicts in the Middle East and Africa, the world is grappling with a multitude of challenges that threaten peace and stability. The failure to address these challenges collectively and decisively risks further escalation and the potential for wider conflict. The missile strike on Sumy is a wake-up call, a stark reminder of the human cost of inaction and the urgent need for peace. The international community must redouble its efforts to find a diplomatic solution to the conflict in Ukraine and to address the root causes of global instability. The alternative, a world riven by conflict where might makes right and human life is expendable, is too horrific to contemplate.